Back at Talladega Superspeedway under caution for the third time a day. Now, we've seen a lot of 196-plus mile-per-hour drafting. These cars running side by side, nose to tail, pushing each other, being able to use the air. Now, what we're going to be able to show you here with our draft track is how when two cars are drafting up toward each other, they're going to be able to share the same column of air. Now, when the column of air behind these cars turns white, they move into what we call draft lock. Two guys sharing the same amount of air.
We talk about Michael Waltrip hooking up with Dale Earnhardt Jr. close to 200-mile-per-hour run. Look, it goes solid white. Both cars run at the same speed, turn the same RPM, and making some big horsepower by doing this. Solidly locked together. Michael just popped out an over 200-mile-per-hour lap because he was in solid draft lock.
Just before this, you saw Michael Waltrip losing ground to Tony Stewart. As soon as they hooked up in this draft lock, they just zoomed to the front. Look at this.
And they're going so much faster than anybody right now. See, Michael splits away. It breaks the draft. But when they're bumper to bumper, big speeds right there.
Let's watch and see if it can happen again. Michael Waltrip, who was the pole sitter, will lead them down to the green flag just past the halfway point. Great crowd on hand here at Talladega Superspeedway. Waltrip, Casey Kane, Dale Earnhardt Jr. It is Toyota, Dodge, and Chevrolet, the top three cars, as they'll go sailing now into turn one.
You know, it just makes you wonder if these guys are going to start passing each other again or just kind of hang out and log laps. See the bottom lane right there?
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah. They want to get it on right now. We just about saw him get after right before the caution.
That was Hamlin in the 11 car, and the 5 of Kyle Busch that made that daring move to the high side. Now here comes Earnhardt down on the bottom and try to move underneath the 9 car of Casey Kane. Let's check back in the garage area where Dave is caught up with Jeff Burton.
Yep, and he has climbed out and already had a chance to change clothes by now. Jeff, did you suspect any problems coming into today? We heard about hot under the hood during the test, but did you suspect anything?
No, I think we were, obviously a lot of unknowns. Turning 8,500 all day long is something we typically don't do. So we learned something today. Hopefully, I'm extremely disappointed, but I'm not disappointed with our effort. Our engine guys and our car guys, everybody's put a tremendous effort out here. Obviously, this about wraps it up for us for the championship, but we'll just keep fighting. We'll go next week and strap our boots on and go fight and see what we can make happen.
Did your teammates run the exact same package, Jeff? Do you have any concerns for them for the rest of today?
Well, I don't know that we're the exact same package, but nobody's experimenting. We don't have anything in anybody's car that we were worried about. But there are a few little differences, but nothing. Actually, no valve train stuff. That's probably what we broke. So I don't know. I certainly hope they don't have a problem. I think our cars are fast enough to get some business done, get in the right line at the right time, and miss the inevitable thing that's going to happen. Everybody's gotten bored out there, and it's starting to get wild again, which is what Talladega is all about. But again, disappointment for us, but I am not disappointed with the effort.
Thanks, Jeff. Sorry you're out. Guys?
Jeff Burton's exactly right. It's starting to get antsy and going to get wild out here. That's what Talladega is all about. Great quote, Jeff, because it is getting wild. The 55 car is there. The 20 of Tony Stewart. His teammate, his Hamlin, is back up there.
Man, that's an understatement. These guys are bumping and banging right now. Back and forth and back to 3 wide right now, and nobody's patient. Look at the 5 car up there in the top of the track. He was getting really excited a little while ago.
In fact, Tony's going to get his 5 points if he can bring it to the line right here.
5-car future teammate for Denny Hamlin down there pushing the 11 car to help him get by. Now they're going to both pull down and try to go beneath Montoya.
This is what Stewart needed to get right now. These 5 bonus points, he's got them. Now he can just do what he wants. That can be off his mind.
Tony Stewart goes to the top of the chase points as of right now. Gaining 3 spots, Jimmy Johnson. See Clint Boyer, who came in third, sits in third. He was at the top of the points earlier in the afternoon.
You see this one lap, and Tony Stewart's in the lead. In the point standings, this thing could go right down to the last lap, and I think it change so fast it'll make your head.
Oh, yeah, he can go from leading by 3 points right now to being almost out of the ball game right now. By the last lap, it could really tear everything right up.
Remember what happened to Jimmy Johnson in this race a year ago? He was running second here on the final lap and finished 24th because of that contact that can happen here in a hurry at Talladega.
Yeah, if I was Tony Stewart, just be conservative right now. Lead that draft, but don't lose this thing. I mean, don't have a problem getting a wreck. Because, see, right now, he's back in the game right now after that wreck last week.
Five-car is the crew chief for the five-car crew chief is Alan Gustafson for Kyle Busch. And we talk about how important it is to make the right moves at the right times here and be patient at Talladega. Here's what Alan had to say.
I think this race here may be the only place your strategy varies a little bit. Most every other race you go to win. You go out there to win and do what it takes to win and put yourself in position to win. I think this race you've got to look at it. You come here to finish first. You've got to finish the race first. Winning's kind of a secondary thing. You almost go in defense mode when you come here to Talladega.
All about finishing here. It's the old saying, in order to finish first you must finish. And here, this guy's in the chase talking about his driver, Kyle Busch, and he just wants him to be able to be there so he can be a factor at the end.
These guys can talk defense all they want, and they do play defense till it gets right down to the end of the race. But as soon as it gets down with that 10 or 12 laps to go, there's nothing but offense, man, everywhere you look. If they're just logging laps right here, you see he's just taking it easy.
Here's what Rusty was talking about with the 5-car a little bit earlier. Now watch him come up right on the back of the 11 car.
He really got a hard bump draft going there. Kind of knocked him around a little bit. I saw how hard he accelerated up and got him in the back. And that's something that NASCAR is looking at right now. They're not going to tolerate a whole lot more of this. You talk about what the drivers think. When I was a driver and I came in here, if I could get out of this track with a top 10, I was happy. Look, we were all winners. We all want to win. But if you get a top 10, you felt like you skirted a bullet because anything can happen here.
Not me, man. I want to come out of here with the trophy.
Well,
that's what I wanted to cart out here with.
You were the crew chief, man. You weren't the driver.
So many unknowns, so many variables, and, of course, a lot of concern here. We are just past the 100-lap mark. It's going to get very serious. Take a look at our Ford lap leaders. Denny Hamlin has led the most laps thus far. You're watching ESPN on ABC.